Let's turn our attention to Boulder County, and that is where Mary Cox has been this afternoon, and folks are coming out, Mary.
They are, and you know, that's sad to see because they do have these lines up. They ask people not to get that close because the road has been undermined. We're actually on Pennsylvania between 7th. It's Dean on that edge, and they're very, very concerned about the rest of the roadway giving way. It goes down about 5 feet there, but you can see how it buckled. It was undermined by the Gregory Creek, which came way high. It usually goes under the road. It actually came up here, and you can see how it just threw debris like child's toys. I can't even begin to move this log. This part of a tree trunk, you can see a railroad tie there, and it just threw them down this street. And you can actually see the debris field as we walk down Pennsylvania. This is how high the water was on Thursday. It came all the way up here. When it surged over its banks, it actually cleared a path through here on the corner. And now Eric will move back out onto 7th Street and show you where we can see the rest of the Gregory Creek. It is way up over its banks and going way up over the roadway. And again, they have called off school for tomorrow. And for good reason, because some of these roads are still just impassable. That road was out. This one is covered with water. We're directly out in front of the Flatirons Elementary School. And you can see that water. And look at all of those rocks down the street. That, again, the creek just picked all that up and deposited it out on the street. And they're going to have to get crews in here to try to stop it. Try to get it to go back in, but the velocity is so strong up here, it just surged over its banks, and that's what it's done to this area. But that's just one of the many concerns that they have up here and why they're trying to have people keep their kids home from school while they try to survey all of the damage, because water surged all around this school, and I'm sure other schools throughout Boulder. So they want to get in, survey the damage, try to repair what they can, and dry out what they can before they would allow little ones back into those buildings. But look at the strength of that water. And yes, we're still seeing people come out and take pictures, and they're very, very concerned that people stay out of the water because they don't know what's in it. And when the storm brought all of this water cascading down, there's no telling what it picked up as it came down. And with so many different sewerage departments, with those being breached, they just don't know what sort of contaminants are in this water. And that's why they're so very concerned.
No question about that, Mary Ann. You know, one of the things we're just learning from the Office of Emergency Management right now is that they are saying that they have 875 square miles in Boulder County that have been affected by this flood. You're just on one little part of it.
Absolutely, and that's just one of the counties. You're dealing with all these different areas. You know, I've covered flooding for years in Michigan, but they don't have the steepness, the grade that you have here, where this is picking up water so fast and truly going over its banks and causing such destruction. It's not like an area where you have so many golf courses that are built as floodplains. Right. It kind of comes up for a while and then recedes. This is violent and dangerous, and that's what they're so very worried about.
And that is certainly obvious. Mary Cox, thank you for that update from Boulder. One quick note, we're reading from the University of Colorado Police Department that classes are back open tomorrow for the University of Colorado. We know that Boulder Valley schools are closed, but the University of Colorado is opening tomorrow.
Interesting.